Ladies and gentlemen, we have survived the UFC drought with UFC 324 right around the corner, and I'm here to start off the year with a bold prediction, a factual prediction. Justin Gaethje will be knocking out Paddy Pimblett round 3. Mark my words. No bullshit, 110%. Justin Gaethje is going to win this fight. He's going to set the universe right by putting an end to Dana White's new favorite Mickey Mouse ass fucking industry plant. And he's going to spark Paddy Pimblett the fuck up. TKO round 3. Mark my word. If I'm wrong, may God murder my children.
If I didn't, may God murder my children.
No, don't say that.
Please, kill them today. Right now, today.
All right, so I'm not going to fake hardcore. Let's just go ahead and talk about some of these fights. Let's start off with the main event. Why do I think Justin's going to beat Paddy? Okay, I know I said I'm 110% confident in Justin, but I'm not going to lie. I was not always like this. In fact, leading up to this fight, I was leaning towards Paddy. Paddy's not good. Let's just clear the air. Let's address the elephant. I'm addressing him right now. Paddy, when I see Paddy Pimblett fight, and this is somebody who does not train, who does not, like, this is somebody who acknowledges Paddy would beat my ass in a street fight, in a sanctioned fight, obviously, right? With that being said, when I see Paddy Pimblett fight in the octagon, it deadass looks like somebody who has never trained in MMA. No, I won't be that hyperbolic. It looks like somebody who doesn't know how to box. Paddy knows how to throw a punch. He's got some thudding power. He hits every now and then. He does not know anything about defense. If I said Paddy Pimblett has horrible striking defense, that would be an understatement. Paddy literally fights like this. Like, he puts his chin in the air 24/7. And to be 23-3, I'll give him that. Impressive. He has a phenomenal chin. But you cannot rely on your chin 24/7. We've seen that, unfortunately, with the GOAT, Max Holloway. Paddy, his chin's going to only take him so far. Now, for the longest time, I did not think Justin would be the one to crack it. Because Justin's KO power, I'm not going to lie, it's been... He's got that Michael Chandler KO power. I said this in another video where people talk about Justin Gaethje's KO power like, oh, he could catch you at any point. You better watch out. He's got the one-hitter quitter. My thing is, though, take a look at this. The last time Justin Gaethje knocked out anybody was Dustin in 2023. And prior to that, it was Tony Ferguson 6 years ago. So in the last 6 years, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Oh, shit. Hold on. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the number after 6, 8... Out of 8 fights, last 6 years, 2 knockouts. He's got power. He's dropped a lot of these people. He dropped Holloway. He dropped Rafael Fiziev. I understand that. He dropped Charles. He does have power. He's not Ilya. He's not JDM. He's not Alex Pereira. Like, this was when he was KOing people. When he was like 5 or 6 years younger. We got to look at the Justin we're looking at now, who does have power, but he's fucking 38 years old. And time catches up to everybody. Justin looked good in the Rafael fight. He did not look amazing. And it was not a good look when fucking Rafael took him down. Bro, I'm so scared for this fight. I need Justin to win. I need him to win because I'm so tired of the UFC pushing industry plants. Paddy, this is the record Paddy has that earned him the title shot. He robbed Gordon, one of the worst robberies in UFC history. Let's call it what it is. And then he beat this guy. He beat this guy named Tony Ferguson. This is Tony in his prime. This is who Paddy beat. He beat Tony on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the number after 6, on a 7 losing streak. That was one win. Who did Paddy beat next? He beat Bobby Green. A win one, lose one fighter. This is right here. He lost the next fight, won the next one after that, won the fight before then, and then lost, win one, lose one, win one, lose one, right? And then the fight that earned him the fucking title shot against Justin was Michael Chandler, a fighter who joined the UFC in 2021, beat Dan Hooker, sparked him the fuck up, one win. Then he lost. Then he lost again. Then he got another win. So right here, 4 fights in, he's 2-2, and then he's 2-3, and then he's 2-4. Now he's 2-5. Paddy beat a fighter who's 2-4 and got the title shot. If that does not scream fucking Dana White privilege, industry plan, I don't know what. This is worse than Sean O'Malley. This is worse than, because Sean O'Malley at least had competitive good fights with Peter Yan. He fucking beat Aljo. Like, he's earned his stay at the top. If Paddy beats Justin, it's another old fucking man. This is going to be his best win. But Justin, if he loses, he retires. You beat a 1 foot out the door Justin. How good is that really? So that 23-3 is mighty fucking suspicious. It should be 22-4 because he robbed Gordon. But let's just... Justin Gaethje worries me in this fight. Because his fighting style and Paddy, it's like a puzzle. They match each other perfectly. Justin Gaethje's jiu-jitsu is fucking awful. Paddy has good jiu-jitsu. If Paddy gets Justin to the ground, I'm scared. Paddy could submit him. There's a good chance that this fight ends in a round 2, round 3 submission by Paddy. Or even a TKO ground and pound. But his striking's horrible. He cannot defend a punch to save his life, and Justin Gaethje does have good boxing. It may look like Justin swings like a caveman, but it's not Josh Emmett level. Like, he actually does have good fundamentals when it comes to boxing. He is going to spark Paddy the fuck up in the first 2 rounds. It's a matter of when he starts scaring Paddy and makes Paddy feel like, oh shit, how much more can it take? Paddy will try to get him down. Can he get him down? Justin has underrated takedown defense. I know it did not look like that with the Rafael Fiziev fight, but you know, if he lasted as long as he did against Khabib, it's not as horrible as people think. He's just not good with the scrambling on the floor, or at least when he's on his back. And Paddy's good on top. Paddy's good on the back. Paddy has good jiu-jitsu. He's not a killer. He's not Pantoja. He's not Charles, but he is good on the ground. This whole fight is a matter of, can Justin knock out Paddy before Paddy gets him to the ground? Can Paddy submit Justin before Justin knocks him out? Justin hasn't knocked out a lot of people in the last couple years. He will hurt Paddy. Paddy has a great chin. Horrible defense. He will get touched, but Paddy knows how to stay the fuck up. Do I think old man Justin has the power to spark Paddy? The thing that this fight comes down to is IQ. I think it's going to be a mix of his pride wanting to stand and Justin's underrated takedown defense that will have this fight stay on the feet. And if it does, I'm going to count on old man Justin and his boxing and his strength and his... The fact that all of his punches sound like gunshots, like they won't really knock you out, sleep you with one hit like a Ilya, like a Alex. Justin's punches sound like a baseball bat just swinging at your bones. Like they sound like they just fucking hurt. Repeatedly though, and Paddy will get hit repeatedly because he has no head movement. He cannot block a punch. I'm gonna say Justin can TKO Paddy round 3. I think Justin's gonna win. This is a super 50-50 fight. My logic tells me Paddy's just going to submit him round 2, but I think Justin's going to get him out round 3. I think he can do this, bro, because Paddy's fucking horrible with blocking. And as fun as this fight's going to be, it's just a terrible fight matchmaking-wise because neither of these guys deserve to fight Ilya, let alone have a chance of beating him. But it will be a massive deserved fuck you to Dana White and the matchmakers for trying to push this little industry plant if old man Justin sparks and sleeps Paddy. I don't even hate Paddy. I think he's a little annoying, and I wish he just had the record to back it up. 23-3 is good until you look at the wins. So it's nothing really personal against Paddy. This is more against Dana and the UFC matchmakers, but not only am I hoping Justin knocks him the fuck out, I genuinely think he has a chance to TKO the Scouser. Now let's go ahead and predict a few more fights. I'm not going to fake hardcore. I'm only going to predict the fights that I actually have a knowledge about or I'm interested in predicting, even though I'm more than likely still going to watch the entire card. Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. A lot of people are forgetting how good Sean O'Malley is. He is top 3. If we're talking pure kickboxing, he's top 3. It's him, Ian Gary, Alex Pereira. Maybe an Izzy, but Izzy has been getting, beat lately. Pure kickboxing wise, I think Sean O'Malley is going to remind us why he is a walking highlight reel. Song Yadong is good, And if he's smart, which I think he is, fight IQ wise, he should wrestle. He should wrestle to disrupt Sean O'Malley. But Sean O'Malley has good takedown defense and pretty good scrambles. Like, I know it doesn't look like that with the Merab fights, but with the Peter Yan fight, like, and even with the Merab fights, he had moments of resistance, of showing resistance against Merab. Like, he wasn't purely getting bitched around as much as the highlights and the clip farming will tell you. I think Sean can keep this on the feet, and I think he's gonna not masterclass, but put on a pretty dominant performance, especially in the later rounds. I'm gonna go ahead and predict a Sean O'Malley win, probably a 30-27, maybe a 29-28 if Song Yadong's grappling shows out. But dudes, Henry Cejudo was low-key putting belt to ass against Song Yadong. Like, I know he technically lost with the fucking eye pokes and whatnot, but that was way more competitive than I would have liked it to have been if I wanted Song to beat Sean O'Malley. Like, if I wanted to believe in Song Yadong, he should have done way better against Cejudo than he did. Like, he should have did what Peyton Talbot did. Peyton Talbot fucked Cejudo up. Song Yadong low-key didn't. I'm gonna go ahead and predict Sean O'Malley wins. Decision. I'm not gonna say a KO, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Sean gets a late KO. God, that'd be fucking cool. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis. Shout out the Texas man. Derek Lewis is so cool, and I low-key want him to win because I like his personality more, but I fuck with Cortez Acosta, and I low-key like the little beef buildup between him and Tom Aspinall. It's one-sided. It's really just Waldo, throwing shade constantly about the eye poke. Oh, I got eye poke, but actually, I fucking finished my fights. Then again, eye pokes are different. Tom needed surgery. Waldo seems like he doesn't need surgery. But regardless, I do like Waldo Cortez Acosta. But then again, Derek Lewis is the fluke machine. He has, I think, the most knockouts in UFC history. 29-12. He fucking sleeps everybody. He could fluke this. I'm going to go ahead and say Waldo will knock him out. Round 1, round 2. These boys are big. Waldo Cortez Acosta, I believe in your low-key title run. I want to see you fight Tom the Bomb Aspinall. That would be very cool. Shout out Derek Lewis. Oh, my balls was hot.
My balls was hot.
All right. Natalia Silva versus Rose. Why is this on the main event? Rose is actually really good. She's kind of wilting a little bit. Maybe the age and the experience of getting to her. She beat Zhang Weili twice, which is fucking crazy to say. I'm going to go ahead and go with Natalia Silva. I think she's going to win. And we'll leave it at that. All right, moving on. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. This right here is my most hyped fight of the card. I am more excited about this than anything else, than Umar versus Figgy, than the main event, than Sean versus Song Yadong. This is probably going to be fight of the night. And I'm going to go with Gene Silva. I think Arnold Allen is a great opponent. 20-3, only lost to Movzar and Max Holloway. Max Holloway beat Arnold Allen and broke his undefeated win streak in the UFC. The GOAT. Watch this, y'all. I have an agenda. I have an agenda to push. I don't know if the camera catches this. Can the camera see my agenda? Arnold Allen is a great boxer and a brawler. He is not scared to just throw hands in the pocket. That being said, he's very inactive. I think he's been injured. I forget what the reason is, but the last time he fought was fucking, I want to say 2024. Let me just go ahead and confirm that before I just start announcing bullshit. Best MMA YouTuber on planet Earth. I spelled record wrong because we actually go through the facts. Let's go ahead and just confirm that Arnold Allen has not been in the cage since he beat Giga. 2024, not the best recent win, especially after fucking what Vallejos did to him. He beat him fair and square, but take a look at that record prior to losing to Movzar and Max. Look at that. Very entertaining stand-up fighter. Arnold Almighty Allen is gonna get belt to fucking ass by Gene Silva. Gene Silva is one of the most skilled fighters in this division, and he's going to remind us why. Diego fluked him. I've explained why before. I don't care. He wins the rematch. I love Gene Silva's fighting style. I do not like Gene Silva as a person, but I cannot lie. Watching him fight it's like a magnet. It's like, dude, it's the perfect mix of technique and fucking marauder. Like, I love seeing this fucking madman go at it. He is extremely skilled on the feet. He's got decent grappling. I know Diego fucked him there on the ground, but his takedown defense is not bad, and neither are his scrambles. Diego just had him in a horrible position, and he couldn't get him back to that position the rest of the fight. He KO'd him, yeah, but you know, fluke is a fluke. These two are gonna go at it. They're gonna go at it in the pocket, and Gene is probably gonna spark him the fuck out. Round 2, round 3. He's been in there with some killers and has not been finished. I think Gene's gonna be the one to finish him. Round 2, round 3 KO. This guy is gonna be champion. It depends on how active Movsar is and what Volk does in his last few fights. It's all about matchmaking and how fast these fighters move. I don't see anybody beating Gene. Moving on to the prelims. Fucking crazy that this is a prelim fight. You got number 2 in the division against one of the flyweight goats who moved up. Granted, Figgy has not been looking the best in this division, but still, this is going to be a fun fight. And the fact that it's on a prelim, fucking Rose is, that's crazy. That's insane. But Umar's going to 30-27 Figgy. That's what it is. Figgy struggled against Montel Jackson. That's not the best. Umar almost beat Merab. I say almost, but that is impressive. Shout out Peter Yan. Umar is top 3 in this division. It's a literal rock, paper, scissors between Peter, Umar, and Merab. And Figgy's going to become a gatekeeper, bro. I'm sorry. Shout out Figgy. He's awesome. He's had some of the greatest flyweight fights of all time with Moreno, but it's a skill difference. Like, he's got the power, sure, but striking wise, I give to Umar. It's gonna be a competitive fight. It's gonna be Figgy trying to chase Umar, but I think Umar's just gonna fucking clap him everywhere in the striking and the grappling. There was a freak accident or some shit with the last fight Figgy was in. Well, not the last fight. That was Montel Jackson. In the Corey Sandhagen fight, he didn't look the best against Montel Jackson, bro. Like, and also this fight doesn't make sense. Like, I don't think that this is the fight Umar needed to get back in the title shot. It's gonna do him that regardless because he's beating another top 7 guy in the division. But after beating Mario Batista, which on paper is a better win than Figgy because Batista was on a crazy like 7-fight win streak. I don't know though, because the bantamweight division's so weird. Like, who should have Umar fought? Maybe like the loser of Peter versus Merab in a trilogy, or the loser between Sean versus Song Yadong. But obviously the reason why they're putting him in the prelims is because when he beats Figgy, he's going to want a title shot, and it's going to be deserved. Beating Batista and Figgy back-to-back, not the craziest wins. Batista is a good win. Figgy's a pretty good win. 2 wins in a row after fighting for a title and losing. I think that's way more deserved than Sean O'Malley. They're going to want to give to Sean O'Malley because Peter Yan versus Sean O'Malley just sounds way more fun, especially because of how controversial the first fight was, the split decision. People think it was a robbery. I think it was a robbery. I think Peter Yan did beat Sean O'Malley, but it was competitive. It was super fun. A lot of people want that fight to happen. And with Sean O'Malley being a Dana White privilege fucking Mickey Mouse fighter, they're probably going to give Sean O'Malley the Peter Yan title shot, the Peter Yan fight. I just hope if they go that route, which they shouldn't, but they're probably going to, if they go that route, if Sean O'Malley beats Song Yadong and they give Sean O'Malley a title shot, before then, at least let Merab fight Peter again. Let them settle the trilogy, let that fight happen, and then if you want to Mickey Mouse Sean O'Malley, go ahead. But in reality, in a perfect world, Merab and Peter Yan run it back like fucking April, right? They finish the trilogy. In a perfect world, fucking Merab loses and Peter beats him. Let's say Peter beats him. Let's say Sean O'Malley beats Song Yadong at UFC 324, and let's say Umar beats Figgy at UFC 324. Just have them fight each other. Have Sean O'Malley fight Umar in a 5-round main event. Boom, you get the title eliminator. Perfect. I don't know where this leaves Merab. I don't know where this leaves a Corey. I think Corey should fight Payton, and then once Payton beats Corey, then you could talk about Payton versus one of these top 4 guys. But I think the winner of this fight should fight the winner of Song Yadong and Sean O'Malley, which is more than likely going to be Umar versus Sean. That's an interesting fight. Two fighters who are in the top of their division, who both have names, both very popular, both very skilled, and have yet to fight each other. And they both kind of have a reason to fight for the title, even though I do think Umar has a legitimate, better reason. That would settle everything. They're not going to do that. 9 times out of 10, they're going to have Sean just fight for the title. Again, though, I won't be as pissed if at least Merab gets the chance to get that belt back. I hope he doesn't. Fuck Merab. Well, not fuck Merab. That's a little mean. I don't like Merab. I'm not the biggest fan of his fighting style, but I have grown on him. I'm not childish about the hate for him. But I do just prefer Peter. I prefer Umar. I prefer Sean O'Malley. I think he deserves that trilogy. Either way, let me get back to this off topic. Yeah, Umar's going to beat Figgy. 30-27. Competitive fun. Umar got it. Is it GAETHJE or Gutierrez? I don't know, but this guy's an amazing prospect. A lot of people call him like a little mini Francis because you got a fucking African one-shot, big, massive killer. And he's one-shotting everybody in his division like Francis. And he's going to do the same to this guy. Round 1, KO, another highlight reel. Moving on. Krylov versus Modestas Bukas. 19-6 light heavyweight division. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and skip that one. I'm going to go with Krylov. Underrated. He's getting old, though. All right, now for the early prelims. Alex Perez versus Charles Johnson. Damn, this is a good-ass fucking card, dude. Charles Johnson, I think, is going to KO Alex Perez. If I had to guess, round 2. Old man Michael Johnson versus Alexander Hernandez. Holy shit, dude. If Johnson beats another fucking younger guy, that's going to be crazy. I think, let's see, what does Hernandez look like in his last few fights? Because this is a tricky one. I don't know how Michael Johnson is still doing as decent as he's doing in the UFC for being fucking 40 in the lightweight division, but let's see. Oh my god, dude. Hernandez is low-key on a tear. Oh yeah, I forgot he fucking one-shotted Hooper. Bro, he KO'd Chase the Money Hooper round 1 at the very end. It was a crazy shot. And Michael Johnson against Zell Huber, bro. Zell Huber, this was a huge fraud check. This was a massive fraud check, bro. When he beat Zell Huber, oh my god. Because Zell Huber put on one of the greatest fights of 2024 at UFC Noche. Against Rubovix, yeah. And then he put on a fucking massive stinker against Johnson, bro. How do you get bitched by Johnson? And now you're fighting Bobby Green. What? when? Oh my god, I didn't know about that. Oh my god. That's going to be funny to watch. But let's go ahead. Hernandez has to win this, bro. He's got to win this. I'm going to go with Hernandez, and I'm going to be so pissed if he doesn't win this. Because what is happening? 40-year-old Michael Johnson's putting belt to ass on you, Hernandez. You're on a 4-fight win streak. Come on. MMA math. It's real. All right, this one. Josh Hokett. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Against Denzel Freeman. My god, this guy got a little belly on him. All right, the heavyweights. This guy wants to be Michael Chandler, Chael Sonnen so fucking bad. He's the American, say how it is, fucking funny guy. I'm not going to hate on him too much. I don't find him funny, but I do appreciate his marketing. You know, he's trying to bring some flavor into this lackluster division, and he is pretty skilled. I think he's going to beat Denzel Freeman. What is he going to beat him by? Let's see, because I forget. I think this guy not only has good wrestling, but I think he's knocked out a few people. Let me just make sure. I'm not a fan of his as of right now. I could be open to it, but I just fucking hate his gimmick. I could appreciate the marketing. It's like a Colby, you know, like you probably aren't attached to the personality, but you could appreciate the fact that he's trying to do something, trying to make some level of entertainment happen. But he's like Colby, just fucking annoying. At least to me. I don't hate him, but I find his personality just a bit annoying. But he is talented, and I think he's gonna win. This is a good heavyweight prospect. Oh my god, Battle of the Cheeks. Cameron Smotherman, dude, you put on a horrible performance last time. And Adam Fugit. I'm not going to predict these fights because I'm probably not going to watch them, but I'll go ahead and see what happens on Twitter. Like, I'll watch their highlights. Well, Smotherman, he doesn't really put on any highlights, and Fugit is kind of just Cheeks Magunda. Yeah, 10-5 is crazy, bro. That's a cool tattoo though, right there. It's a dude, that you fought Islam. Oh my god, is your brain even functioning? He got knocked the fuck out in his last fight. Here's my prediction: he's gonna lose. When you get knocked out like that, bro, you just lose like a couple years off your lifespan. And pray for Adam Fuckett. Fuck it. Alright, y'all, so like and subscribe. I will be live streaming my reaction to the majority of this card, obviously the main event, and I think all the prelims and maybe a couple of the early prelims, like the Charles Johnson fight for sure. But I am excited. I hope Justin pulls it off and fucking puts an end to this industry plant run, dude. This is fucking crazy. Alright, well, we can only hope. I'll see you at the next one.